Hallelujah, praise the Lord. We got Kunsan back up and operational, finally. Welcome to day 5, flight 3 of my one-man army experiment. So, it's been a while. Naturally, we're going to get back into the F-16 Block 50, which is only stationed out of Kunsan, and we're going to be escorting a whole shit ton of A-10s onto a pre-planned CAS on just a single tank battalion. So let me look them up here, which one we're going after. We want DPRK Army, 1st Armored Battalion. I think it's the 4th Armored Brigade and the 3rd Tank Battalion, I believe. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, so 1st Armored Division, 4th Armored Brigade, 3rd Tank Battalion. They are currently stationary and defending Can Mall. I don't know if I said that right. There's 15 tanks down there, 4 BTRs. A couple of Shilkas. I don't know what Type 62s are. That's another tank, the M1973, I think. So just a couple other random vehicles. We are going to be escorting 4 flights of A-10s, 2 ships each. They are departing with 5-minute departure delays. The first one departs in 25 minutes from the time of this briefing. The loadout for all these flights is the same. Or, pretty much the same. They all have a 4-pack of Mavericks on the outer pylons, and then 2 racks of SDBs on the inner pylons, and then just a couple of other dumb bombs and cluster bombs to sort of fill out the loadout and balance any imbalances. I didn't bother adjusting that. That was all just automatically assigned during the frag. So, yeah, this may be a little bit overkill because... How many targets are there down there? There's got to be only like 25 or something, right? 15, that's 19, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. There's about 28 targets down there. And we've got 8 times 2 is 16 times 4 is about 64. I believe we got about 64 small diameter bombs loaded on those A-10s. So it's more than enough to kill, double, like kill 2 columns. But in the past, we haven't had much luck with that. In the past, I would have fragged this with, a flight onto each of these columns, but they would only bring them down to 40%, and then by the time I would frag another mission, everything would be back up to the, the mid-90s or something. So I'm trying just 4 flights staggered by 5 minutes apart onto 1 tank battalion. I'm going to see what can happen. It's a little bit overkill, but that's part of the testing process. If, if just 2 flights is enough to destroy every target down there, then great. I know that for future missions. If it takes 3, great. I know that for future missions. If we find out at the end of this that even 4 is still not enough, there's just too much like AI double and triple tapping the same targets, then again, we've learned something new, and that's part of the process. So 4 flights, 2 ships each going to the same tank battalion. The goal is just to bring this guy right off the map. For myself, I'm in the F-16 Block 50, like I said. It's a very short flight, so I've taken off the jammer and the wing tanks, and I've just put a centerline tank. And just to take as many AMRAAMs as we could. We got 6 AMRAAMs, which is the most the F-16 can carry, and then the inner pylons, I wasn't really sure what to do with them. I kind of thought about putting a couple of, or putting 6 Mark 20s on there, just in case there's a lot of targets left over that the A-10s don't get to. But I haven't even used Mavericks yet in this mission, or in this campaign at all yet. And I'm just thinking, I don't know, why not just put them on there in case there's just 1 or 2 targets left at the end of this, and maybe if they happen to be moving, I'll be able to more easily get them with Mavericks. I'm really hoping there's no targets left by the time the A-10s are done. What else can we say? That's about it. We also have a wax that I fragged actually after I planned all the A-10 stuff and the F-16. So where are they? They're under, yeah. So they are departing just in 5 minutes or so, and then they're gonna race over here as quick as they can, bounce back and forth between steers 3 and 4. Ignore these black lines. Sometimes they connect to, you know, just tanker steer points or alternate airfield steer points. This is basically our flight plan right here. This sort of wedge doorstop shape. And this is the same flight plan for everybody. We're going to be going from home plate steer 2, which is kind of the IP, I guess. Steer 3 is the AO. Steer 4 is kind of an approach point, or an approach point for Kunsan, and then steer 5 is just home plate. So we've got AWACS, which is Chalice, and they'll just be kind of bouncing back and forth south of our position by, I don't know how far that is, about 50, 60 miles. About 70 miles. So hopefully they get to their station point. They should get there at 12:40, which will be kind of midway point in the mission, but they might even be able to give us some AWACS support by the time they actually get on, before the time they actually get on station. Sometimes it works out that way. I think that is about it. So without any further ado, we will see you in the pit. Hey guys, welcome to the pit. So we're just on our way taxiing to runway 18. Yeah, I'm battling a little bit of a cold today. In case you guys haven't noticed in previous videos, there's usually, I don't usually film the briefings and the mission plannings on the same day that I actually do the flights. So in between when I planned this mission and when I actually found some time to fly it, I got pretty sick. But I'm on the mend, so I'm not as bad as I was a couple of days ago, and I don't want to miss this opportunity to fly because I'm getting like kind of fewer and fewer opportunities to do that these days with work and the holidays and everything. So like I said, we're just taxiing our way to runway 18 here. I've already gone into air-to-ground mode and started powering up my Mavericks because I think I do want to try bore setting them. That's something I don't do very often. So once we get airborne, we'll try to find some buildings and get our weapons properly handed off to the TGP. Kunsan traffic, Cowboy 1, taking active runway 18 for departure. And I think we're just going to do a rolling takeoff here, probably dry thrust only just to save some gas. There's quite a bit of crosswind actually. I'm going to look for a little bit higher speed than usual before I rotate, probably in the 180s. And we're up.
Cowboy 1-1, Kunsan Tower. Resume on navigation.
And we'll just build some speed here and then pitch back left towards steer 2. 350 ought to do it. And we're not going to climb too high. We're just going to look for, I don't know, 7,000 or something, I guess. And we're up through 6 and nosing over for about 7. And I'm going to come off the power a little bit. Okay, we'll set an altitude hold here. and get us back on the FCR. So I'm going to put nav mode in CRM, and we're going to go air to ground mode and put that into GM. Yeah, Mavericks are timed out. TGP, we're still waiting for the TGP. I'll get my ground radar altimeter on, and we'll put master arm to simulate. We got the TGP now. Alright, so we'll stabilize there, and I'll lock up I guess this building right here should be fine. And we'll uncage our first Maverick and lock up the same building. Okay, and bore sight. Okay, and we'll unlock that. Next hard point, uncage it. Lock up the same thing. Bore sight. Okay, back to that, and let's see if this works. Lock you up, getting a handoff. Handoff seems successful, and we'll try this one here. Getting the handoff. Yep, looks good. Alright, so power off the Mavericks here. And we'll go Buster and start climbing. Cruise altitude is going to be 8,000, really. Okay. Finish fencing in here. Chalice Cowboy 1, single ship F-16 Charlie Block 50, departing from Kunsan, escort package 26193, as fragged.
Cowboy 1-1, Chalice 1, picture is multiple groups. Nearest hostile at bullseye, 200, 50 miles, 22,000.
Cowboy 1, so 200, 50 miles. A little bit to the east of our AO. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, I guess. We're losing a little bit of airspeed, so I'm going to bring the climb down to about 5 degrees. And just swing back on right over towards Kunsan again. The weather's doing some funky stuff to the terrain. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we're going to flow back towards steer 1 for a little while here. So I'm just going to set my usual autopilot settings. And we're going to maintain level flight for a little while, just build up a little bit more airspeed, then we'll pitch up to 8,000. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and set up the data link. So I'm going to put just the flight leads in this time since we're escorting 4 flights, 1-1. 2-1, 3-1, and 4-1 into the data link. Alright, we got a bit better airspeed now, so let's paddle switch and pull ourselves up to about 7 degrees or so. mud 5 off to her 2 o'clock, but it shouldn't be a factor. I'm going to bring the climb down to about 5 degrees. And we're through 27. Coming up on 28,000. Nosing over and setting it up. Set an altitude hold, and let's come off power a little bit. Actually, we're going to take off the steer point steering select since we're just passing over Kunsan right now. And it's 12:18, so we've actually got about 7 minutes to kill until the first group of A10s take off. I'll probably just loiter around this point and cut the video and come back when they get airborne. Okay, we just picked up data on the first group of A10s. It looks like they're departing a little bit earlier than fragged. I thought I fragged them at 12:25 on the clock, but they got airborne a little bit earlier than that. So they are directly below us by about 27,000 feet or so. And they look like they're flowing to their IP, which is the same as ours. So just to review the flight plan here, it's very simple. This is our home plate. This is the IP over here, steer 2. Steer 3 is the AO over here by the flot. And then this is just kind of, steer 4 is just like a recovery point, sort of like to line you up with the runway. And then steer 5 is home plate again. So we also have strobers about 60 to 70 miles here. Let's just do a quick picture call and see if Chalice knows what's up. Chalice, Cowboy 1, picture.
Cowboy 1-1, Chalice 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest hostile at Bullseye, 210, 50 miles, 25,000.
Chalice, Cowboy 1, copy. Is that contact a hostile? I guess I should have said...
Cowboy 1, Chalice 1. Nearest hostile, MiG-23, Bullseye, 205, 50 miles, 25,000.
Cowboy 1. So we got a couple of MiG-23s there. They're like east of the AO along the flot, but they're actually not all that far from us. Just faded contact on them actually, but I'm going to keep my distance from them just a little bit for now. Let's head to steer 2 with the A10s, and then we'll push north together, and if those 23s are a factor, we'll engage them. Okay, let's do a flare check
Chaff,
here.
flare.
And a chaff
Chaff,
check.
Bull,
flare.
1, attack target, bullseye, 215, 60 miles.
Okay, so Bull has reached their IP, and they've just made a left-hand turn on course for the AO. And we're about to do the same here in just a minute or so. Okay, left-hand turn. We're going to scan off the left gimbal and see if we can pick up those MiG-23s again. Chalice, Cowboy 1, bogey dope. Almost said Sting 1.
Cowboy, 1, Chalice, 1, nearest hostile, MiG-23s, 4-ship, bullseye, 180, 50 miles, 25,000.
Cowboy 1. Wow, that puts them just kind of about 50 miles off the nose here. But we got Patriots going active in that direction. So I'm going to try to let the Patriots take care of them. If we get nails 2-3, then we'll make a new decision. Picture looks pretty clear over the AO. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to nav mode, and I'm going to set the TGP in nav mode to air to ground. I was hoping we would be able to, oh yeah, there we go. No, still can't see anything. I was hoping we'd be able to see the ground targets and just kind of be able to keep an eye on them and keep track of how well the A-10s are doing down there. But we might not be able to with these clouds. And we've got data on the second group of A-10s as well. They're airborne and on their way to the IP. Alright, Strober's a little bit south of the bullseye. That puts them kind of up near that MiG-29 base that I've got marked, WLF. So likely MiG-29s. Okay, yeah, we've got visual on the column there. And the first group of A-10s is starting to release their SDBs. And you can see them stretched out kind of from east to west. And we have no opposition at this time, so I'm going to kind of circle left and kind of put myself back in the wheel. The idea is I'm going to try to push north with each each flight in this package. So I just pushed north with the first flight, and I'm going to try to push south now and pick up the second flight and push north with them. While the first group continues to do work. So we're just going to come left to about heading 180 here.
Rifle. 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 Rifle.
Still don't see much damage yet. We got a bit of a cloud in our way too. Still not seeing the damage.
Bull 1-1. Direct hit.
Yeah, too far away to see now. All right. So we're kind of a beam now with the second group of A-10s. They're 10,000 feet. Just down to the left a little bit there somewhere. Yeah, I can't see them. Doesn't matter. We'll just get back in the wheel here and get on a parallel course with them and push north with them back to the AO the same way we did with the first flight. Chalice, Cowboy 1, Bogey Dope.
Cowboy 1, Chalice 1. Nearest hostile MiG-23s. 3 ship. Bullseye. 185, 50 miles. 25,000.
Cowboy 1. So those MiG-23s are still there. They're down to a 3 ship though, so the Patriots must have splashed one of them. They don't really seem to be moving towards us or away from us, so I'm not really sure what they're doing.
Bulldog 1. Attack target at bearing 15 miles.
And those strobers that were over by the MiG-29 base look like they've tracked west. Alright, the third group of A-10s is coming up on their IP, about to make their left-hand turn. And the second group, which we're currently directly over top of, look like they're about to start their attack run.
Buzzard 1, attack target bearing 355, 10 miles.
Okay, I see some damage down there. Not too much though. I actually only see one column of smoke. So hopefully there was more successful impacts than just that from the first group. Oh great, and they look like they're actually moving. So that could be problematic towards, you know, for any SDBs that are inbound. Oh, that's just great. Yeah, they all look like they're moving now. Okay, let's come off left and we'll get back in the wheel the same way we did for the second flight. Or the first flight. I don't know if the second flight is going to be able to use any small diameter bombs. Okay, we got contacts here. Chalice, Cowboy 1, declare contacts, bullseye 252-071-26000.
Cowboy 1-1, Chalice 1, contact confirmed hostile.
Cowboy 1.
Snake eyes. Snake eyes.
It just looks like a two-ship to me. See if we can get TGP on them.
Snake eyes.
I don't have any nails in that direction yet, though.
Bulldog 1-1, good hit.
Alright, targets are 25 miles out. One of them's hot on me, and one of them seems to be flanking. Speed's about 340, and we got nails 2-3. Okay, they're MiG-23s. So I don't have to, you know, do long shots or anything like that. Let's get a little bit closer, and I'll try to splash them, you know, closer to the no escape zone. It only looks like one of them is hot on me, though. It's so strange. Okay, Fox 3 on this one that's hot. Okay, he's maneuvering. Whoops. And splash. Okay, that's one down. Yeah, I'm not sure where the other went. I'm a little bit nervous, so I'm going to kind of push back towards the package. Hope I don't get shot in the butt. I don't have any nails, though.
Bruiser. Bruiser.
Okay, we have A-10s deploying SDBs again.
Bruiser.
So maybe the column is now staying still. I don't know.
Bruiser. Bruiser.
Chalice, Cowboy 1, request vector nearest threat.
Bruiser. Cowboy 1, Chalice 1, nearest threat MiG-23, Singleton, bearing 255, 15 miles, 16,000.
Cowboy 1.
Bruiser.
255, 15 miles, I think they said.
Cajun 1, attack target at bearing 120, 15 miles. Bruiser.
Alright, let's turn in and see if we can find them.
Bruiser.
They said 16,000.
Rifle. 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 Rifle.
Contact.
Rifle.
Chalice, Cowboy 1 is committing MiG-23 Singleton, bullseye 230-087-17,000. Oh, I just faded contact on him. He's in my notch.
1, attack target bearing 100, 15 miles.
There he is. And Fox Street. And faded contact again. Hopefully that missile finds its way anyway.
Bull 1, Bull 1-1, engage. Targets bearing 210, 5 miles, 15,000.
Okay, good splash. Chalice, Cowboy 1, Grand Slam, 2 ship, MiG-23, bullseye 228082.
Snake eyes. Buzzard 1-2, weapons on target.
Okay, I saw some flashes from below the cloud layer there. Yeah, there's
Buzzard
some more.
1-2, weapons on target.
It's a little bit difficult to tell what's going on, but they look like they're doing some good work. Yeah, lots of smoke plumes. That's good. So it looks like the first flight is RTB. The second one looks like they might be. Third one looks like they're still interdicting. And the fourth one is halfway between the IP and their AO. So on the way to attack. Chalice, Cowboy 1 request picture.
Cowboy 1-1, Chalice 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest hostile at bullseye 200, 30 miles, 25,000.
Cowboy 1. I think that might be the other group of MiG-23s.
Snake eyes.
Okay, so I think all those glowing halos are destroyed vehicles. Like those are the impact craters or blast radiuses or whatever you want to call that. I actually don't see too many other vehicles down there. That's good. Might not even need to use our Mavericks. Okay, let's come south here, 180. Lost data on the fourth flight. Yeah, that's strange. Don't see them anymore. Third flight looks like they're back in hot on the AO. They don't look like they're RTB to me. The second flight, I don't know what they're doing. They're taking kind of a strange course back home, and I have no data on the fourth flight. Let's try this data link again here. I'm gonna turn it off. Set it back to continuous and rehost it. Yeah, still just second and third flight. Alright, let's come back around and push north again. It's like the fourth flight just turned off their data link or something.
Buzzard 1-1, money spike.
I have no idea which one Buzzard 1-1 is. Buzzard 1-1, Cowboy 1, buddy lock. Alright. Yeah, I just found a bunch more vehicles. All movers. Chalice, Cowboy 1, declare my contact.
Cowboy 1-1, Chalice 1, contact is a bogey.
Yeah, okay. Well, those movers are all bogeys. Okay, 4-1 is RTB. I wonder if that's because they destroyed everything down there and there's no targets left, so 4 just turned around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push back out south, and then I'm going to try to take out a couple of those movers with my 2 Mavericks. Okay, let's go to air-to-ground mode and we'll power our Mavericks back up. And we'll try a vector to target from Chalice and see what happens. Chalice, Cowboy 1, can I get a vector to the target?
Cowboy 1, Chalice 1, target is bearing 015, 10 miles.
Cowboy 1. Okay, well that's inconclusive. I was hoping they would say no targets available, which meant we destroyed our entire column. But they say that there is still something 10 miles away, but I don't know, maybe that's where they used to be, or maybe that's where like the, you know, their destroyed vehicles are. I'm not really sure what that means. But what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of flow back out towards Steer 3, which is where the column last was, and that's where we saw the movers moving towards.
Mayday, airman down. Bullseye.
What?
215, 100 miles. Set rest cap here.
215, 100 miles. How did that happen? I mean, that is almost all the way back at Kunsan. Wow. I don't know what happened there. Chalice, Cowboy 1, Bogey Dope.
Cowboy 1, Chalice 1. Nearest hostile, MiG-29, Bullseye. 170, 40 miles. 25,000.
Well, there's nothing over there. Cowboy 1. That's so weird. Oh well. Okay, we got good handoff. And rifle. Whoa. And good handoff, rifle. Yeah, we might lose them in the clouds here. Well, I don't see the shacks. There we go. Boom. Is that both of them or just one of them? And there's the other. Alright, looks like 2 good kills to me. I hope.
Bingo. Bingo.
Not so sure. I saw a vehicle drive out of that smoke. Okay, let's reset the bingo to about 1800. And we'll set in steer 5. Kunsan traffic.
Descend to 4000. Turn right heading 235. Runway 18.
Kunsan traffic,
Good afternoon.
Cowboy
Bulldog
1, signal ship
Kunsan Tower.
F-16, inbound
Cleared for
from
landing. Runway 18.
020
Gear down.
for 25 at Angels 22.
Ball 12. Descend to 2000. Maintain 210 knots. Turn right heading 085. Good afternoon. Cowboy. Kunsan approach. Runway 18. Welcome back.
Bulldog 1-2 on final.
Buzzard 11. Maintain 220 knots. Turn left heading 185. Ball 12. Turn right to final approach course 175. Check approach speed.
See if we can watch some of them land. Yeah, there's one.
Buzzard 1-1 on final.
Buzzard 12. Turn left to final approach course 175. Slow to approach speed.
Ow.
Good afternoon. Buzzard 11. Kunsan Tower. Cleared for landing. Runway 18. Check gear down.
Buzzard 1-2 on final.
Altitude. Altitude.
Don't see any more. There's got to be one on final here, though. I got clouds in the way. Let's come down a little bit. Oh, I see him now.
Altitude. Altitude.
It's weird how they like disappear behind the runway.
Good afternoon. Buzzard 12. Kunsan Tower. Cleared for landing. Runway 18. Check gear down. Altitude. Altitude.
Oh, there goes another. Is that the last one, I wonder? I don't have any more data. And I don't hear any more radio calls. Kunsan traffic, Cowboy 1 is on initial for runway 18.
Good afternoon. Cowboy 1-1, Kunsan Tower. Cleared for landing. Runway 18. Check gear down.
Yeah, once in the break.
CAS. Flare. Cowboy 1-1. Go around. Vector 350. Contact tower. Good afternoon. Cowboy 1. Kunsan approach. Runway 18. Welcome back.
Major wind. Kunsan traffic, Cowboy 1 is left base runway 18, 3 green, full stop.
Good afternoon. Cowboy 1-1, Kunsan Tower. Cleared for landing. Runway 18. Check gear down.
All right, we're down. Thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, we'll see you in the debrief. wow. Yeah, compiling ACMI is so much quicker in Update 4. That literally just took like 20 or 30 seconds now. Whereas before I could wait for 10 or 15 minutes sometimes for ACMI to finish loading. Okay, so we got success, combat air support. I got a partial success. We did lose Cajun 1-1 somehow. I have no idea how. All in all, looked pretty good. Let's see how many kills we got. We got 2, 6, 12. That's 20, 22, 27. 27. And I got 2 as well, but I kind of don't think my 2 were part of the column. I can't remember if there's more than 27 targets or not. We'll check that out right now. So we were going after the the Army, and it was the 1st Armored Division, 4th Armored Brigade, and it was the 3rd Tank Battalion. Yeah, so we wiped them right off the map. That's awesome. So it was a successful mission. I'll check the ACMI to see if it really required all 4 flights of the A-10s. That's kind of what we're trying to like learn from this flight, to see if it takes all 4 of them or if we can get away with just 2 or 3 flights for future missions. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So we got another battalion off the map. So I think in 5 days now, I think that's a total of 2 battalions that we managed to take off the whole map. Not making much progress. Yeah, all right. I think that's it for the debrief, so we'll see you guys in the ACMI review. Hey guys, welcome to the ACMI review. Okay, so here I am taxiing, and then we are airborne. Bore sighting over here, I think, and then flowing back towards home plate, where I just kind of orbited above waiting for the A-10s. I was a little bit ahead of schedule, so waited for them, and then joined up with them, pushed north. There were some contacts that were off too. Yeah, there they are, MiG-23s, so I see them flaring. I don't know, they might be defending the Patriots. We did pick up some Patriots chirping in this direction. Or they're defending from something else that they're attacking over here. Yeah, they're on a... oh, I thought that was a bomb they were dropping. No. They're just maneuvering, so... I have to assume they're on like an air-to-ground mission or something. Some kind of strike. They're pretty high for that. Like, they're in 20,000 feet. Oh, well, whatever the case. So we're flying parallel with the first group of A-10s, pushing north. We also picked up some Strobers up north here, but I don't see them on the attack view. All right, the first group of A-10s is deploying their SDBs. I think they're going after this column here. I don't think it's these guys. I think it's this straight line. I wonder if I can... get one of these exactly selected, a T-55 here. Nope, not that one. One of these guys. There we go. Perfect. I think this is the column. Okay, so here come the SDBs. Oh, they all started moving. But the bombs were still accurate. That's interesting. So I wonder if when the AI uses SDBs, they track like laser guided weapons. Well, maybe not, because that volley was a lot less accurate. Yeah, I don't think so. I think the first volley of them hit because the tanks maybe didn't have a chance to move far enough from their original position. Look at all the vehicles down here. Oh, and here's some friendlies. Wonder if they're like lining up for a ground battle. Okay, so what was I doing here? So I just formed back up with the second group of A10s. Here's the first group. They look like they're kind of RTB now. And I'm pushing north with the second group. And then I pick up some MiG-23s coming in from the northwest. But I am more interested in these SDBs. Oh, these aren't even SDBs. These are just Mark 82s. So they didn't use their SDBs the second flight, probably because they're moving targets. So yeah, not bad. They got a couple of kills with those Mark 82s on movers, and they deployed from like 14,000. That's pretty awesome. Better than me. I couldn't do that. Oh my God, that's amazing. They just killed like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vehicles with that volley of Mark 82s on moving targets. That was amazing. Okay, so where am I at this point in time? I'm about to splash this first MiG-23. I wonder why they split up like that. Yeah, okay, got him. And then I couldn't find the second guy. He faded from my TWS scan. And I pushed back with the third group. And then I found the MiG and I started attacking him there. But I want to see what these do. So they deployed another volley of SDBs. This was the third group. Oh, and Mavericks. Oh, maybe the first volley I saw from the first flight were Mavericks. I wasn't looking very closely. I'm going to go back and look at that. I wasn't really looking at the labels. Maybe that's why they hit the movers, because they were Mavericks. Yeah, see, because when they release the Mavericks after the SDBs, the Mavericks like make it to their targets first. And then here comes some CBUs. So the vehicles have stopped moving. All right, good effect with the Mavericks. Then here comes some CBUs. Oh, wow. It's just destruction from every angle, isn't it? Okay. And then these SDBs are coming in. Kill the last few targets. I think these are the last two of the column. So there's a kill. I think this is the last one. And this guy, I was going to say looked like he had his name on it, but I don't think so. This one, though. Oh, just short. Did nobody get this guy? So no, this is, I was going to say this is the fourth flight, but it's not. Cajun 1 is the fourth flight. They're way back here. So I think I finished splashing both the MiG-23s. I'm just overflying the column now. Is this guy going to do something? Let's see here. Yeah, okay. He dropped a Mark 82 on the last guy. So I'm pretty sure that was the, dropped a bunch of Mark 82 and a bunch of CBUs. I'm pretty sure that was the last contact, yeah, because like as soon as he got splashed, see how Cajun turned off? So Cajun had nothing left to do. The column that we were fragged to destroy had been completely wiped off the map, and that's why they turned back RTB. They even turned off their data link for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, let me just backtrack and look at more closely the first A10 attack. Okay, so the first A10s deployed a bunch of SDBs, and yeah, okay, so I wasn't looking closely. The first volley were Mavericks, and that's why the Mavericks hit. So the weapons are inbound on the column. It's still stationary. And then it just starts to move. And if those were SDBs, they would probably miss because they're not like cluster bombs. They don't have like a large footprint. But the Mavericks track. And that's why they get a bunch of kills. And then the SDBs come in and they all miss. So yeah, what I said earlier about maybe SDBs tracking like laser guided bombs for AI is totally wrong. They don't. They track like SDBs. They're going to the original location that they were targeted to go after, which were stationary targets. And because they're moving, that's why there were so many misses here. Okay. And I don't think there was really anything else to show. Fast forward. Oh, that was me launching those Mavericks, so let's just see what they hit. Yeah, this moving group of targets just kind of swarming in different directions basically went right on top of the geographical location where we were attacking the first column, which made it easy for me to spot them because I just went to the original mark point. And then, yeah, shacked a couple of, what was that, a T-55? No, BTR 60 and a T-55. So I got like an APC and a tank. And then, yeah, that was pretty much it, I guess. Oh, I wanted to see what splashed one of those A10s. Who was it that got killed? Thunderbolt 2. Okay, what happened here? Doesn't show. I guess he just had some kind of engine failure or something, some kind of critical failure, and had to punch out. Like, I don't think there's anything over here. Let's go to JoNay, and then we'll fast forward time until we're kind of like over there and see if there's any red targets that show up in the TAC view. There's like nothing over here. Yeah, who knows? I mean, was it these guys? Some kind of Hail Mary shot to shoot down that Thunderbolt? Could be. I don't know. Who knows, boys? All right, anyway, thanks for watching. We learned that we only needed 3 flights. But they barely did it, right? So maybe 4 is kind of safe anyway. Couldn't hurt to do 4, but you can probably get away with 3. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you for the next one.